as they prepare to defend home court here at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Dallas right now in the middle of a road trip. Unfortunately, a troubled season they've had right down near the bottom, second to last in the West.
Yeah, the rubber match, guys. One game apiece in this season series. That puts a little extra motivation on this game and in the atmosphere tonight.
Yeah, I would just say a skosh more. It's a long season, and you look for those additional goals to add consequence and significance to a game during the regular season. Winning the season series is just an example of that extra edge you like to have for yourself.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Tyler Zeller. Nowitzki is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Galloway in a point guard. And both free throws good from Freak.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
There's Galloway. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Kicks to Crowder. From deep three-point range, Barnes grabs the miss. Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. Barnes kicks to Freak. Golden State moving the ball around. He dishes it to Fareed. Inside, Freak. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Golden State on D. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And I believe what that game came down to was their ability to really knock down those triples.
Yeah, I thought the work they did on the perimeter was excellent. It was just too much for that defense, or really any defense for that matter, to handle.
Here's Akacha. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. So for Dallas, their last game, a win against Chicago.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
There's Galloway following the basket by Freak, and the shot is good from Nowitzki.
Nowitzki is so smooth. Terrific shot maker.
Dallas on defense, trailing by 2. Last time they met was in Dallas.
And it wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense, or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Now here's Freak, defended by Crowder. Thompson from long range, and that one's good. Thompson's got 5.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Here's Galloway. There's the pass to Crowder. Picked by Zeller. Crowder dishes to Nowitzki. Kenneth Fareed pulls it in.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it. Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Here's Galloway following the basket by Freak. Misses off the right iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Pass to Mozgov. Over to the wing. Nobody near Barnes. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The dish to Galloway. Nowitzki a screen. Here's Akacha. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. 5 points in the game.
A lot of space. right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Since the All-Star break, these guys have been on fire. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, these are your second-half scoring leaders. Freak number 1.
He is making his mark in a big way and with big points. You love to see guys get better the later in the season we get.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Bazili's checked in for Mozgov. Looney comes in for Kenneth Faried. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Thompson. And here comes the break. Here's Looney. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
To the middle. Hood gets the bucket. Hood's got his first bucket in this one.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
And it's Freak missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Spates the pass to Randall. It's tipped. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. .43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Warriors leading by 8. And a wide-open look for Freak. Another 3 for Golden State.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
Here's Augman. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
Here's Freak. Another 3 for Golden State.
Couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
And Dirk Nowitzki still remembers the Mavs 2011 championship. He said he'd love to get one's definitely not enough for Dirk. He's been to the mountaintop and he wants more. Another trip there would be terrific for him. He's been to the finals twice.
Yeah, and you heard him. It was like the whole city was having one big party all summer long because they were there. How could you not want to have that experience once again?
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And, guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for him, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Mavericks, Maurice Spates out there with Zach Randolph. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Hood, and it's shooting guard. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Kings played some outstanding basketball. He ended up with 44 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
Barnes, he's checked in for the Warriors.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. Here's Thompson. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. Thompson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors. Nowitzki a screen. No good from outside. Golden State's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. And Thompson kicks to Fareed. Zeller with the double team. Deflects the pass. Nowitzki with the steal. Crowder with it. Picked up by Thompson. Crowder dishes to Galloway. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And he gets the bucket. And the Warriors lead by 13.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Thompson right side. The feed now to Freak. He kicks to Barnes. Just 4 to shoot. Thompson with the bucket.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Mavericks trail by 15.
Timeout. Start it.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, exactly, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team. His message to them was all about getting high percentage shots and having the crisp ball movement on the perimeter that it takes to get those shots. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And that one's good. Freak.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Pass to Zeller. Screen by Young. Again, the Mavericks score.
Still trailing, but their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse.
Good point, Clark. They're starting to make some shots, looking to try and get back in this one.
Here's Thompson. Dirk Nowitzki with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 13. Here's Galloway. Nowitzki outside. Shot from 12, and Dallas again with the bucket.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Freak. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Freak's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Dishes it to Young. Passes it to Galloway. From 12 feet out. Here's Zeller, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Here's Galloway. Nowitzki a screen. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Different look here for the Warriors. Azili's checked in for Mozgov. Looney comes in for Kenneth Fareed. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Thompson. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Feeds it to Spates. The 11-footer. No good. Now here's Freak. Last time out, he had 44 points.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
And so that brings...
Talk about a terrific game for Freak. 22 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Kenneth Faried is out there with Mozgov. And it's Freak in at the 1. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Barnes kicks to Freak. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and 1.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
Here's Nowitzki. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. And that's 10 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And it's Freak missing. Mavericks trail by 13. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Nowitzki with the screen on Thompson. Galloway, no good. Golden State's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Freak passes to Barnes. Hits it from three-point range. Barnes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And a moment now to see nice three-point percentage numbers on this list. A look at the leaderboard showing us the most accurate three-point shooting 2 men in the league. Klay Thompson, number 1.
And, you know, 2 guard is where we traditionally find the best shooters in our league, and he's no exception to that rule. I mean, look at the success he's having from three-point range.
And, Greg, the key to that success for me is his constant movement without the ball. I mean, he works extremely hard to create and find the space he needs to get his shot off.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. How last month turned out for him, averaging 9 points per game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And I think he's got to be pretty pleased with his outfit. And you know he's always looking to push himself.
Yeah, you know, really solid numbers across the board here, Greg. I mean, he contributes in a multitude of ways for this club.
The Warriors have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And he makes both free throws. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Here's Galloway. He feeds it to Crowder. Launches it. The shot misses. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
And both free throws good from Crowder. Warriors leading by 14. Here's Freak, and it's blocked. They get it back, and he gets it to go.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
There's the screen. Nowitzki outside.
That's a walk.
Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Here's Freak. Kicks to Faried. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Galloway. Picked by Zeller. Six on the shot clock. To the inside. Shot from 12. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Zeller's got 6 points.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Thompson dishes to Freak. And the pass to Fareed. The three from Barnes. Another three for Golden State.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Shot by Crowder, no good.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
That's his second personal foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here.
Mavericks trail by 17. On the court for the Mavericks. Jay Crowder out there with Zach Randolph. Then there's Maurice Spates, and it's Galloway in at the 2 spot. Here's Augman. And it's Freak with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Iguodala, that's good.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
Spates sets a screen. Here's Augman. He dishes it to Spates. 11 feet away. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Warriors leading by 17. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Freak kicks to Mozgov. Thompson passes to Freak. Shot clock at 6. Down low. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. That's 28 points for Freak.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Here's Augman, banked in off the glass.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Now here's Crowder. He's covered by Thompson. Now Crowder fires the three. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And some changes here for the Warriors. Kenneth Fareed comes in for Festus Ezeli, and it's Barnes in for Andre Iguodala. And Dallas with a change here too. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Maurice Spates. And it's Freak missing.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Dallas moving the ball around. Nowitzki and Dallas again with the bucket.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And Fareed the bucket on the assist by Mozgov. Mozgov's got his 4th assist in this one. Mavericks trail by 20. Nowitzki outside. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
And here is Barnes. Mavericks with the rebound. Nowitzki's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Golden State. Ogden. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Now here's Freak, defended by Crowder. Freak with it. Pass to Mozgov. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Warriors lead by 21.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Langston Galloway's checked in for the Mavericks. Dallas has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Pick by Zeller. They set the pick. Here's Akacha. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
2 points, parts unknown.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here.
Yes, Kevin, thank you.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks.